Yo, what is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel. If you are new today, we have another AMC stock price prediction video for you, and there's a lot to go over in today's video. So if you want to, please consider smashing that like, hitting that subscribe button, turning post notifications on, and dropping a comment. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so before we get into the juicy stuff, I just want to let you know that we are starting a $100 to 1K challenge. It's going to start on Monday. So if you guys want to do this, the link down below will let you sign up for Moomoo, and you will get 6 free stocks. You can sell those. By the time you sell those, you'll probably be already at 40 bucks or so. So this should give you a lot of time to start with a clean slate. This is what I'm going to be using. As you guys can see, buying power 94. I'm going to deposit the rest into there before Monday so we can get this trading challenge going. So if you guys want to participate in that, feel free to hit the link down below, sign up for Moomoo, deposit $1, you'll get your free stocks, yada yada yada. As for today, right, the SPY sold off heavily. It got rejected at this 382 fib level for a while and finally got smacked downwards. Now, before end of day, I was just going to call this out on the video if it didn't break down, but it already did. Every time the SPY has trouble, right, it likes to break to the downside on all of these moves that we have circled up, and it finally did that here. It actually didn't hold the 236 at all, which would be at 404. I was expecting it to hold potentially there. It just came crashing all the way down. So now if this doesn't rebound and hold up over 404 after hours or pre-market, the SPY could be in a heavy bear market. Now, one thing could change that. It's a CPI data, which is released tomorrow. So you're going to see this inflation data either impact the market in a negative or positive way. I personally wouldn't touch this, as I think there may or may not be more red to come in the market. Overall, guys, let's get into AMC. So the cost to borrow has been creeping up extremely well, and this is a good sign. As soon as we get up to about 40-45% or so, I think that's a extremely good sign to be at an average, right? It's around 30 average, I believe, now. But back in the June run-up, I believe it was around 48% average cost to borrow. So when we get up to there, that's going to be interesting numbers. Also, the short interest at 24%, which is extremely crazy. The options chain is bloated. Everything is looking bloated, so there is potential for moves to come. As you guys can see, Ortex posted this. Cost to borrow for short sellers has absolutely surged over the past month. Okay, so now I wanted to get into some of the juicy stuff that I had drawn out for you guys, and I need you to bear with me on this. And I really hope you can stick with me. Okay, so what I have lined out for you, and this might take a little bit to go over, but I really want you to stick with me, right? We're using fib retracement zones and cycles. So we've been tracking these cycles, and what we have down here, if you haven't been keeping up with the channel, what we have right here is the first half of this move, right? And then the push up. We have this flipped and placed over here, and this is what it would look like if this panned out. Now, there's reasons we got to there. If you don't know why, you can go watch recent videos. But here's what's interesting, right? So the first time we got shot down from the peak down to here, you'll see a low, and we came down around about 57% or so. Okay, so this is the start of everything that I would like to call out. Notably, right, the same time we came down from the peak to here was 57% in the beginning back in January, but right now we're focusing on over here. So when this cycle actually started and when they gained control up here, right, the same thing happened. Okay, so you take this from the beginning of the cycle to the end of the cycle, and you drop around 57% as well. Okay, now you take this again from the next cycle, the peak of the next cycle to the low of the next cycle, you drop about 58, right, 57-58% or so. Again, this leads me to say, right, each time you drop a cycle, what you would potentially see is from this peak to the low, 57%, right? So the low would have been around 1450. I think cycles are beginning to switch up. Now, if we add the fib retracements in here, right, let's drop this from here to here. This is what you're going to have for the first setup. Let's drop this from the peak to the low, second setup, right? And let's drop this from the peak, right? Guys, I'm calling this the peak because I personally don't think this was supposed to happen, and this is why we got halted up here, right? So the orange as the peak down to what we hit for a low, right? somewhere down here. And what you're going to see is this is about a 58% drop. Now, if they can't push us down any lower, chances are what we actually have drawn out will come to fruition and is going to play out. Now, if this does play out, this is showing a rip in mid-July, right? I don't know how big this is going to be, if it's going to be the actual one, but I personally have come to a belief that with everything creeping up, cost to borrow, everything coming together, I think that there is a good chance we get a breakout as long as volume kicks in. Now, worst case scenario, right? Let's say we get put through another cycle. What you're going to see is a drop all the way down to about, if we're dropping another 56%, 57%, is a drop all the way down to about $5. And this is interesting, right? If this is their plan all along, let's grab the horizontal ray. If this is their plan all along, you're going to see that it lines up directly with this support way back here when they kind of reset and started the cycles, right? Which is extremely, extremely interesting. So this could potentially be the hedge fund's plan. Hopefully we catch them earlier. But all I want to say is, even if not, if we come down to this level at a certain point, we're going to rip. And if we don't get there, we're still going to rip. Overall, I want you to pay attention to the S&P 500 because that is what AMC is seeming to follow as of now. For the very, very short term, guys, right? Tomorrow, obviously, it's going to be hard to predict price moves tomorrow due to the CPI data coming out. It's going to be extremely volatile. But what this would look like is either a push up to 1450 and get rejected, or just a continuous sell-off, right? And if we do start selling off, the shorts are going to take advantage of it. I expect probably low 10s pretty soon. I don't think this week, though. This week, what we have drawn out is looking like 1150 for AMC to come down to. So I don't know how long this video is going for now, but we can kind of check out GameStop. That's really all I wanted to go over as of now for AMC. I think GameStop's doing well, right? If it comes back down to this line, which where it's at, I'm fine with, right? If it bounces off this, that's going to be healthy. Then you could see a potential rip in GameStop. If it breaks below this, it's not going to look too good, right? You're probably going to be, reset through this big cycle, get another pop, rejection off 160, and then push for new lows. And I think the same thing that goes for AMC that we have drawn out goes for GameStop. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for this video. I really hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please consider smashing that like and dropping a comment below. Also, guys, this trading challenge is for small accounts. If you want to join the free Discord or even on here, right, we're going to be talking about every single trade that we do before it happens. So we're all going to be trading together. It's not just me tracking my performance, trying to get from 100 to 1K, right? It's a compound challenge. I'm trying to 10x an account, and anyone with a small account can do this. Make sure to hit the link down below to download Moomoo. It's going to be linked in the comments too. So when you drop a comment, you can do that. Overall, guys, I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.